when it comes to somebody just hammering something in for the sake of hammering it in, I feel it becomes redundant, and I want when the director makes or the writer makes his or her point about a specific thing that they're trying to push, whether it be the whole um, how did you say it? Like assumptions, we can't be led by assumptions. How did you put that?
Oh yeah, just you can't see your assumptions because you see with them.
Right. If that's the point they're making, then I think like you can hammer it into us early on, but once we get the point, make sure that the character doesn't get the point, but we as an audience do, so we can view it from a higher point where we can kind of start to see a more even-handed approach to it. Elevate it from that
Because at a
point.
certain point, it at a certain point it can feel like you're being lectured to.
Yeah, that's a good
Um,
point.
Yeah, which is fair. I can see that. At the same time, I do, because just to go off what you said, I think it works because Chris Evans doesn't get it. That Chris Evans is kind of blind all the way through. When you get to that action scene in the middle of the train where like everyone's got axes and stuff, it's all slowed down and it's got lower music and it's just him in the scene, but not him consciously present. And it's supposed to be our statement of this guy never really gets anything. And so
and
when
that's another one of the scenes where I feel like the world building just kind of stops the plot of the movie for a second, because they go over the bridge and that's how they tell it's been a year, and everyone like does the 10-9-8 thing. I'm just like, but you guys were like seriously staring each other down, getting ready to kill each other, and then like immediately after they go over the bridge, they're still all kind of cool with each other for a sec. They're all like looking at each other and smiling, like, "Oh man, I hate getting older." I'm like, really? Just serious?
Well, I never saw that as world building. I always just kind of saw it as it's them appreciating the routineness, and at that point, at that point, it's hammering into you that both sides are exactly the same.
No, I get you. I'm just saying, like, just it feels like it's putting the themes, the ideas, and just the world that they're in. The intricacies of how this world works. Because we've changed society to put all of the human race on a goddamn train. So they're gonna have their own culture. 20 years later, they're gonna have their own culture and traditions by that point, and that's gonna be one of them. And so it's a really weird place to put that in when you're right in the middle of a fight.
No, that's fair. I think it
just
works thematically though, so I just never minded it.
I you know I
it's
I
it's just I wouldn't have minded it if stuff like that didn't keep happening.
Right.
It's the fact that things like that keep happening over and over again.